10-year-old boy killed at a Kansas water park on what is known as the world's tallest water slide. That slide now closed as we learn new details about the tragedy, and investigators try to determine what went wrong.
Finally happening right now. After weeks of delays, the very first riders are braving the world's tallest water slide. Sarah Hollenbeck is live at Schlitterbahn, where riders are getting their first thrill down the route.
It's been a long time coming. Now it's here. The Schlitterbahn water park is open.
Welcome back to another video. Today we will be exploring the abandoned Schlitterbahn water park in Kansas City, Kansas. We will also be walking you through the rise and fall of the water park. Just as a quick disclaimer, the footage we have of this place is nearly 2 years old. We did not have the best camera setup at the time, so the footage we do have is not the best, but we've gotten tons of requests to release the footage, and so that is what we're going to do. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. The Schlitterbahn Water Park opened July 15th, 2009. The park was 370 acres, and the cost to develop the park was $750 million. In 2012, the park announced plans to build the world's tallest and the world's fastest water slide. The slide was named Verrückt, which is German for the word insane.
Thrill seekers free fall 17 stories in just seconds. It can hit speeds of nearly 70 miles an hour. Commercials for the ride even asking,
"Are you insane?"
The ride was delayed numerous times due to safety concerns. The slide appeared on the Travel Channel before opening, and the test dummies failed to remain in the raft and were launched from the slide. However, after many adjustments, the ride was finally deemed safe to operate, and the world's tallest water slide officially opened July 10th, 2014. On August 7th, 2016, a 10-year-old boy named Caleb Schwab, who just so happened to be the son of a Kansas state representative, was killed while riding this slide. The raft went airborne and struck the metal netting, and the boy was decapitated. The other two passengers were also injured. The young boy was allowed to sit in the front, and the other two passengers sat in the back, which led to an uneven weight distribution, which allowed the ride to go airborne.
Matt, it is still a very active scene here at Schlitterbahn Water Park. I want you to take a look at the fire trucks that are still out here. Kansas City, Kansas Police Department on scene here investigating as well. Here is what we know. A 12-year-old boy was riding on the Verrückt earlier today when he died accidentally. We know that
Engineers who inspected the ride were quoted saying, "If a rider hit the netting, they could easily lose a limb," end quote. It was found the ride also used the wrong type of restraints, which violated the guidelines for the Committee of Amusement and Ride Devices. The ride also should have included an up-stop mechanism to prevent the raft from going airborne, which in this case it did not have. The park opened just 2 days after the boy died. However, the world's tallest water slide was closed for the season and would never reopen. After struggling to stay in business the next few seasons and facing heavy lawsuits and criminal charges for negligence, the park was closed for good in 2018 and was left abandoned. Also in 2018, a grand jury indicted the former director of operations at Schlitterbahn with involuntary manslaughter as well as other charges. The indictment accused the park of negligence, downplaying how severe other injuries were that were reported on the ride. He was then arrested 3 days later in Texas. The following day, after the arrest, the Kansas Attorney General indicted him and Henry Sons Construction Company, which was owned by Schlitterbahn, with second-degree murder, along with 17 other felony charges. In 2019, however, the criminal charges were all dismissed when presented to a grand jury due to a lack of evidence. On November 6th, 2020, the Home Field LLC signed an agreement with the unified government of Kansas City, Kansas, to build a $90 million sports complex where Schlitterbahn was at. The entire Schlitterbahn water park was demolished by the end of September of 2021. The family of Caleb Schwab did settle a civil lawsuit in court and were awarded $20 million. Now, nothing remains at Schlitterbahn, and as of right now, a new sports complex is going to be in its place. It is only now in the distant memories of the people of Kansas City. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This was a much different style than what we normally do, but we still wanted to share the small amount of footage that we did have. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching. And if you've had any experiences at Schlitterbahn while it was open, please let us know what that was like. Thank you guys so much.